championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was taken. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, good job, brother. Good job.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down by DJ Wanham. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Falcons 40.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
James Conner.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
At the 35-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Second and 11 now. Looking to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
To number 7.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is,
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. across the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Lions will take over.
37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go.
And he found it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shot in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tanner Muse there defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
15 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Boswell on for the point after.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
For the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's the option.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Gun now on third down. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down, Falcons.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And the Falcon 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. And it will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway.
And this will make it into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back to throw here.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now this carries into the end zone. Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He'll get this to counter underneath.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to burn his way forward
to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Well, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
2nd and 10. At the Lions,
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to counter. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
Connor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to line up now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Complete to his running back Connor. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And they'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.